Hi folks, it's Sonofdel's Christmas Vlogmas Day 13. It's Sunday and it's 7:15. Coming up, we've got the Harry Potter Funko Pop unboxing calendar. We've got the Nightmare Before Christmas unboxing calendar, and to be honest, I think it's the coolest character yet. Deb wanted it straight away, so yeah. Also, the Dodgy Advent calendar. A little bit of talk about what's been happening today, including a very dodgy delivery, and another poem at the end to finish with. So settle back and watch the Advent calendars.
Wow. Moving down and up.
It's a oneer.
It's a one today.
It's a oneer, isn't it, mate, this one?
Oh, sat waiting patiently. Your bandana's skew whiff, Jess.
You want one? I want one. I want one. I want one. I want one. Oh, we got a silent one, did we? There's another silent one. Boo. Kaput. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you want this little biscuit? That's better. That's more like it.
I think you have to give her the paws first,
Yeah.
then she'll do it.
Crumbs. Crumbs. We don't need a vacuum cleaner. We've got a furry Dyson.
Oh God.
Hello.
I haven't got anything today, Jess.
All gone. Oh dear, that's it. No, all gone.
Oh, I haven't got anything.
That's right. Hello folks, welcome to Door 13 on the Nightmare Before Christmas Funko Pop calendar. Yesterday was Barrel, so we've now had Lock, Shock and Barrel. So I don't really know any of the other characters from it, to be honest. We've had Jack, we've had Sally, we've had Zero, we've had the Mayor, Oogie Boogie, haven't we? We've had Jack in nightgown. So who are we going to get today? Let's just find out. Very good. I like it anyway. It looks like Jack as a snowman.
Yeah. It is.
It's a Jackman. Snow Jack doesn't sound right, does it really? No, no. Jackman. That sounds even weird. And that is what is in Door 13 of the Nightmare Before Christmas Pocket Pop calendar. So it's Harry Potter Door 13 time, and yesterday was Cho Chang, who I'd never heard of, but Deb recognised it. Now, if this is who's, was it Cedric Diggory?
Cedric Diggory, yeah.
If this is Cedric Diggory, it's a cop-out. Another female. I tell you what, us men will be complaining. I don't know this one either. Somebody in a pink dress. Deb can enlighten me. Hopefully. Who's that, Deb?
I don't know.
No ideas?
No.
Really no idea this time, have we?
No.
She's got a bob cut by the look of it, look.
I don't know.
No. We have a mystery woman in pink.
Bear in mind, it's been a while since I've watched Harry Potter.
Yes, it has been a while, yes. And with her being older, her memory's not what it used to be.
Well, I aged this year, so...
But you won't see it on camera, but she'll hit me when I come off. Oh no, she just stuck a tongue out at me. That's door 13 on the Harry Potter Pocket Pop calendar.
Yeah, like I said, that I thought that the Jack Skellington as the snowman was absolutely brilliant. Deb fell in love with it as soon as she saw it. She just thought it was such a cool, quirky character, and she's already earmarked that one to sit on her desktop upstairs, on her bookcase upstairs. I can see that being out all year, to be perfectly honest with you. Well, got up this morning, and it's a Sunday morning, so I had a bit of a lie-in. I didn't get up till 10, lazy me, and it was absolutely horrible weather-wise. It was really, really bad. It wasn't raining, but after I'd let the dog out and then let her back in again, about 5 minutes later, the heavens opened, and we literally had rain for hours. It went on for a long time, and the wind was terrible, and the temperature was, it felt like minus something. Even though it was 6 degrees, it said the real feel was -3 at 10 o'clock this morning. So it's been a chilly day. Now, you'd think a Sunday would be a nice, easy, relaxing day. And it wasn't going too bad. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But first of all, I told you yesterday that I had a brownie, a Black Forest brownie sent up from Cheeky Cheesecakes with my sister yesterday. And I tried the brownie out today. And your first taste of it, you knew straight away that it was Black Forest. That taste of a Black Forest gatto was there straight away. It was lovely. The sponge was nice. Well, you know, the brownie was nice. The icing on top was nice. The filling, oh, it was lovely. It really was lovely. And I was actually talking to Sarah from Cheeky Cheesecakes earlier, and we said that with it being a brownie and it Black Forest, the one thing that goes with Black Forest is cream, because you always have cream with Black Forest gatto. And she said the one thing that would probably work with this brownie is if it was warmed up with cream, you know, just a bit of cream with it, like whipping cream or even just normal cream, and I could just imagine what that would taste like. But yeah, the verdict is it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, get a chance, just take a chance, go down there, buy a couple of pieces of fudge brownie or buy a cheesecake. You won't be disappointed, honestly. You will not be disappointed. It's awesome. Now, I've got a video to show you now and a few pictures, because today we had 2 deliveries from Home Bargains. Now, the first box came and it was in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with it. Everything was great. Then the second box arrived. Watch this.
State of the packaging.
Oh, there it is. 6th.
Haven't even looked at the back.
No.
Back's intact. But it's actually open.
He's just clown. Whenever he's on here, there he is. Rename.
As you can see, the state of the box is absolutely disgusting. And here you can see the damage to the products, which were going to be Christmas presents, but they definitely aren't now. I'm not giving these as Christmas presents. So I've wrote to them, I've just got to wait to read what they say now. I'm just waiting for a reply. As you could see, the state of the boxes was absolutely disgusting. We were really, really disgusted with, because there was stuff in there that got crushed and battered, and a couple of them, believe it or not, the 2 boxes of chocolates were originally Christmas presents. But you can't give them as a Christmas present to a neighbour when the box is ripped and torn and battered. You can't do that. So anyway, the first thing I did, once I'd seen the damage, we'd taken the pictures and everything, was I've written to Home Bargains, well, emailed Home Bargains. I've just got to wait to hear off them now, but we were absolutely disgusted. I mean, the state of it. And what makes matters worse, what you don't see on video, is that we were in here our next door neighbour were looking out of their window because they were sitting in the living room, and they saw the van pull up, and the driver came straight to their house and dropped off the parcel. Never even tried our house to see if we were in. He just went straight to their house and dropped the parcel off. So 5 minutes later, next door neighbour, who we like, because you know we're really close friends, he rung me and just said, "Got a parcel here for you." And Michelle, his girlfriend, well, fiance, she was in the living room and she'd seen this driver come straight to the door. So she, you know, it's evidence there that the driver came straight to her door, delivered the parcel, didn't even try to deliver it to ours. And then they went, and the state of the parcel, oh my God, it really, I mean, you saw it was disgusting, it really was. We were lucky there wasn't more items battered and damaged, to be honest with you, because there was so much perishable stuff in there. You know, there were so many little, like, treat things, and there's a box of chocolates in there as well. Including, by the way, something which I'm going to try out. Now, I am mad on the old drumstick lollies. Drumstick lollies, love drumstick lollies. Well, Drumstick Lollies, the company, as in Swizzles or whatever it is, have bought out a large bar of chocolate, like a Dairy Milk type large bar of chocolate. And it's actually drumstick flavoured. It's got the drumstick filling in the centre. And I'm looking forward to trying that. It's going to be a real nice treat over Christmas, that is. So I'm going to give that a bash. And Deb has also managed to pick up something which she's been after for a while because she'd heard it come out. And that is Twix Winter Spice Edition. And I'll once again, once she's had a taste of that, I'll let you know what she thinks of that as well. So yeah, I mean, once that box had come, I'm waiting for some other deliveries as well. They should come in the next couple of days. And then this afternoon, literally, Deb was sorting out her vlog. I was sorting out my not vlog, Instagram, her Instagram, and I was sorting out my vlog. We also did some more wrapping. We've got all the wrapping done now. The only wrapping left is each other's. Mine for Deb, Deb for me, like. But other than that, now everything's done. The Christmas cards are written out. They're all ready so that when I go do my Santa bit, probably about Friday, Saturday next week, I'll get them delivered up and down the street to the people who we know, etc. Something I wanted to bring up, actually, which I heard mentioned earlier on, and I'm sick of how often they keep using this word. Don't you hate when they keep using the word obese to describe children? Because to me, obese means somebody... Don't get me wrong, if you've got a child who's 10 and they weigh 20 stone, I'd say that's obese. Because that is ridiculous weight for a 10-year-old. But they bandy it about too much nowadays. They call children obese who are like 1 stone overweight. Now, you know as well as I do, if you're watching this, you know that when you're a child, you can be sometimes a different size than what you are now, because obviously when you're younger, you're running around all the time and you'll burn off the calories, and you might have a bit of what we call puppy fat when you're younger, but it disappears as you get older, you know. And I'm just fed up of it. I'm sick of them. And because once they do that, once you've got a parent and they get a message, say, from the school to say health people have been in touch, they think your child's obese, that sends the parents on a guilt trip then. Now, they might feed this kid 5 pieces of fruit a day. They might feed them vegetables each day. You don't know if a child's metabolism might make them put weight on. Because I know some kids who literally eat hardly... They don't eat nothing out of what a child would normally eat. You know, they don't sit there eating 14 McDonald's one after another, nothing like that. And they can still put weight on. Whereas me... I'm sitting at home, I'm not actually exercising at all, I'm not like, you know, jogging or nothing like that, because I can't because of me, you know, my physical condition, but I don't seem to put too much weight on. I seem to be stuck at about 14 and a half, and for 6 foot, that isn't too bad. Even though, clinically, I am 3 stone overweight, apparently. Well, you just imagine me with 3 stone off me. I mean, I don't think I'm fat, I don't think I'm obese, I don't think I'm overweight. You know, yes, I wouldn't mind losing a few pounds, but I don't want to lose 3 stone. And it really knocks me, because it sends parents on guilt trips. And then they'll start doing things like, you know, saying to the child, right, you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this. And obviously, if you do things like that, and you tell a child they're obese, you've got to be careful how it affects them mentally. Because they could go down a complete depression run. You know, I mean, you've got some kids who are anorexic. You know, they will literally not hardly eat anything because they won't be stick thin. But you try and tell a child that's a normal weight, maybe just a couple, well, I don't know, a few pounds over, maybe 4, 5, 6 pounds over, that they're obese. And that's harmful. That's damaging, that is, mate. And that can have a massive, massive detrimental effect on the health, especially. Don't get me wrong, as I've just said, if you're age 10 or 11 and you weigh 19, 20 stone, then yeah, technically you are obese and you need to do something about that. Otherwise you'll be dead before you're 20. You'll end up having a heart attack, or your heart will just give in. You know, when we were younger, obviously, because we didn't have all these Xboxes and bloody PlayStations and indoor Blu-ray players and all that, we were out all the time. We were always running around playing British Bulldog, Rally Ango, bloody off-ground tick and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. And when I wasn't doing that, I was playing football or cricket or walking for miles. So when I was a kid, no, we didn't have kids that were overweight. No, there was very, very rarely any children that were overweight. But obviously, as society's changed, as we've got more into this, I'm not coming out, I'm staying in and playing on my Xbox, or I'm watching a Blu-ray or whatever. Now we've got into that sort of mentality. It's easy for kids not to exercise. They use it as an excuse. I mean, somebody I know, this is no word of a lie, somebody I know, because of everything that's going on, it's a child, and because of everything that's going on, as an excuse, whenever they don't want to go to school, they say they feel ill. Now, of course, with COVID, if a child says they feel ill, you're going to think, oh my God, no, please, what's up with you? And they say something like, oh, you know, I've got a fever, or I'm coughing and stuff like this. You're going to think, right, better keep them off, better be on the safe side. And kids know that. Kids know that. They're not stupid. And I bet this person isn't the only one doing it. But I know this person's mum, and this person's mum said they pulled a fast one and said, well, I'll tell you what, for every day you have off school, the internet gets switched off. So you can't go on your Xbox, you can't go on watching on the TV, on the internet, or nothing like that. Your internet's switched off completely. And funny enough, within half an hour of saying that, this child made an instant recovery and gone to school. Kids, mate, I'll tell you, if they find a little wormhole that they can get through and can get a day off school, they'll do it. They'll do it, honestly. I mean, I used to do it, don't get me wrong, I used to do it, and I'll tell you why I did it, because I got sick of being bullied. I knew every single day when I went to school I was going to be bullied, so I used to make excuses and almost injure myself so that I didn't have to go to school. I'd drop something really, really heavy on my feet, you know, and sometimes I know for a fact I've broken my toes before now by doing it. Or, you know, I'd fall when I was walking to school and fall into a massive puddle that was muddy, so I'd get covered all over in sludge and I'd have to go back home. And I used to use these as excuses, I did, because I didn't want to go to school. And it wasn't because I didn't like learning. I didn't mind education. Education didn't bother me. I'd sit there and listen to whatever spiel was coming at me. But I didn't like the bullying. And it was my way of getting out of the bullying. So, yeah. But I just don't like how they bandy, I don't know how they bandy the word obese. I just don't like it at all. I think it's a horrible word. And unless somebody is obese, as in you can tell by looking at them, because obviously if you look at a 10-year-old kid and they're 20 stone, you tend to notice that. But if you look at somebody who's just a stone overweight, it isn't always easy to spot. And calling them obese doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. It would help if they put all the healthy stuff down in price and all the stuff that's bloody bad for you up in price, but they don't do that, do they? You know, like McDonald's will have 99p burgers, and you think, well, if a kid's got a quid spare and they've got a choice of either having a packet of crisps or a burger, they're going to go in McDonald's and get a burger. Like I said, we didn't have any choice like that. I used to have dinner money when we didn't get free school meals. I used to have dinner money, and it would consist of 50p. And with that 50p, I'd buy a bag of crisps and I'd buy a Swiss roll, because they used to do these massive Swiss rolls about this long, about this wide, full of jam and cream or chocolate and cream. Swiss rolls, proper big Swiss rolls. And you could buy them for 10p from this shop. So you could buy one of them and a packet of crisps for like 20p. Back then. Now you'd be lucky to get change out your quid. But again, you see, the school meals as well. People say, oh, well, you know, the school meals in the olden days, they were bad for you, blah, 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 blah. But I don't remember any children being overweight or obese when I was at school. Because we always got us exercise, you see. We were always out. We were never in the bloody house. We were lucky if we were allowed to stay in the house. As soon as rain stopped for longer than 5 seconds, it was, you're going out. I don't want to see you back in again. Don't come back in again till tea time. Bang, you were gone, mate. You were out. Simple as. You just took it as read. So that's one thing that knocked me today. Another thing that knocked me today. I'm a massive fan, as you know, of Only Fools and Horses, as my name's Sonofdel. That's why I do my poetry with my name is Sonofdel. And I read a very interesting article about a young woman who in her early 20s had started watching Only Fools and Horses for the first time, and she said after 20 seconds she turned it off because she had never seen such a racist programme in all her life. Well, I was confused because in 20 seconds not really much gets said on Only Fools and Horses. And apparently she said that because the very, very start of Only Fools and Horses, there's Grandad and Rodney, these two elderly Grandad and Rodney. And Rodney's the young lad, and he's sitting on the sofa just reading and stuff, and while filling in some book or something or other. And Grandad says to Rodney, he's a great actor, isn't he, Rodney? You know, that's Sidney Potter. Always plays the black fella, you know, as in the actor. And Rodney looks at him and he says, it's Sidney Poitier. And Grandad says, no, it's Sidney Potter. And they have this little bit of a debate. Anyway, you find out later it isn't actually Sidney Poitier at all. It's actually Harry Belafonte. Now, this woman said, first of all, it's racist to get a coloured person's name wrong. Well, I've done it hundreds of times because sometimes I can't even pronounce the names. So I've got no chance. And also the fact that they actually got the name of a black person wrong, but they actually got that wrong once they got the name right. That's racist. It's like, how is that racist? So you're telling me if I see a person down the street who looks like somebody, but I don't quite get the right person, it isn't who I thought it was, that makes me a racist because I don't recognise that person. That doesn't make me racist. That means I've made a mistake. That means I've made a mistake. I was fuming. I was like, hang on a minute. You are trying to take a programme that was written originally 40 years ago and put it to today's ideals and today's views. You can't do that. You can't take a programme that was 40 years old and compare it to now. Nowadays, no, it wouldn't get made. You're dead right, it wouldn't get made. But it did back then because the ideals were different. What we were tolerant of was different. But there was I never watched Only Fools and Horses and thought, my God, this is racist. And all the cast members have come forward and said it was not racist. John Sullivan was not racist. He was depicting what was going on at the time, how people talked to each other, how people dealt with each other. I mean, one thing what Del always does, every time he sees Boyce's wife, he goes up and he pinches her on the bottom and she always giggles and laughs and thinks it's dead funny and everything, because it's what he does. But people have said, oh, that's sexist now, that's treating a woman like an object. This is a comedy show. It's to get a laugh, because the reason he does it is so he can see Boyce's face. Because Boyce, who's Marlene's husband, he always looks daggers at him, you know, and gives him some snide comment or other. But it's part of the comedy. It's part of what made it Only Fools and Horses. It was a laugh. Yeah, nowadays, of course, I don't think it's right that you go up to women and pinch the backsides when you don't know them. But Del knew Marlene. Marlene knew Del. She knew exactly what Del was like. If she hadn't wanted him to do it, she'd have turned around and smacked him one. Marlene wasn't somebody who suffered fools gladly, mate. She'd have belted the hell out of him if she didn't want him to do it. But it was part of a comedy show. When are people going to get that in their skull? They won't get it in their heads at all. You know, I've heard it called homophobic, I've heard it called sexist, I've heard it called racist. But the one thing it was funny. It was a comedy. All the old comedies were funny, but all of them wouldn't get made nowadays. Rising Damp wouldn't get made nowadays, but I'm absolutely in hysterics when I'm watching that. It Ain't Our Fault Mum wouldn't get made nowadays because you've got a white guy blacking up to play a Waller, whatever you call Gunga Waller, whatever they called. One of them that basically, you know, looks after the white people who are in the jungle. So no, that wouldn't get made. Of course, in Sickness and in Health, Until Death Us Do Part, wouldn't even get past the censors for 5 seconds. So, you know, leave the comedy from the 70s, 60s and 80s alone. We watched it, we enjoyed it, we still watch it and we still enjoy it. I'll sit down now and I'll binge watch Only Fools and Horses till I'm crying with laughter. I'll do the same with 40 Towers, I'll do the same with Are You Being Served and with Steptoe and Son. I'll watch them all over and over again, and I'll tell you something, mate, they're a lot funnier than the comedy nowadays. I wouldn't give half of the comedy that's nowadays that's supposed to be funny. I just think, why is that funny? I don't try and pull it apart to being racist, sexist. I just think, why is it funny? I just think too many people now are getting really, really ridiculous. Now, bear in mind, this woman's 20. So, well, 20, about 22, 23. So let's be honest, she's only been on this planet since 97. Only Fools and Horses finished a few years after that. It had been going 17 years by the time she even breathed her first breath. It had made millions of people laugh. Do you think a show that's racist, sexist and ageist can get 19 million viewers? You're telling me that 19 million people who thought it was racist, ageist and sexist watched it? I don't think so. Sorry, soapbox, but it just knocked me. It really did knock me. I wish people would stop having a go at my shows, the shows that have, I've been brought up with, the shows that I love, the shows that got me through some of my darkest times, mate, because they made me laugh. And you're now telling me that I should have found them sexist, racist and ageist. Well, I didn't. I still don't. I watch them because they're a comedy show. I'd rather do that than watch people in the jungle eating spiders and God knows what. I'd rather do that than watching EastEnders where everything's just made up for a TV show. Like I say, don't get me started on it. Anyway, coming up, finishing with, after I've done a poem. We're doing a poem and then I'll do the last word. Poem time. The poem I'm about to read you is called Mirror Mirror. I wrote it earlier this year, and because of everything that's going on in the world, it sort of like came to me. And basically it's basically about how we're just destroying the planet, basically, and it's called Mirror Mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, will we stand or will we fall? Will we sit in burning debris, thinking thoughts of if or maybe? Is this where the story ends? In desolation and long dead friends? Are we going to see what's wrong? Or is this our final song? Mirror, mirror that I see, is this earth still for me? Will we rise, our heads held high? Or is this where we say goodbye? Are there still people I can trust? Or have they crumbled into dust? Is there hope from all this pain? Can we live and still remain? Mirror, mirror, can you reply? Will this world heal before I die? Can it be saved from all we've done? Or has the final countdown begun? Is there a chance that we can fix this if we pull together and don't resist this? Will we see a future bright? Or will we be an eternal night? Mirror, mirror, as I sit here, my heart and head are filled with fear. We take so much and give nothing back. People and nature on a different track. We want everything but don't return. We sit and watch our planet burn. If we can stop this pain at source, we can spread peace, a living force. So mirror, mirror, while my woes I regale, let there be a smile to end this tale. And like I said, I wrote that back earlier this year, and it's basically how I see the world and how I see how we treat the world. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll do another one again soon. Now, the last word usually consists of me giving some speech or something or other, but once again, the dog steals the show. And the reason the dog steals the show is because we decided today, well, Deb decided today she wanted to do some pretty cool shots of the stuff that she's had in the beauty calendar and all different boxes that she's had. So she went to go in the living room and she put a blanket on the floor to have a nice background. Only trouble was it was the dog's blanket. And from the second it hit the floor, the dog decided she wasn't using it for that. She was just going to lie on it and not move. And as you see from the video that's coming up in a minute, it was hilarious. The second thing the dog did today, which completely took us, was we were in the living room and we were halfway through wrapping presents when the dog decided, right in the middle, that it was fuss time. And no matter how I tried, I could not get the finish the wrapping at all, because every time I tried, she would stick her head underneath my arm and want a belly rub. So as you're going to see in a minute, that is the final word. So a recap. Don't forget, in the Harry Potter calendar today, we had Madame Maxime, played by the brilliant Frances de la Tour, star of Rising Damp, fantastic actress, brilliant. And in the Nightmare Before Christmas calendar, we had Jack as a snowman, which I still think was the coolest character in the box so far. I absolutely love it. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I know I'm waiting for deliveries. I know anything could happen. I know my sister's coming down, Paula from Bispam. She's coming down to drop something off for us and pick something up. So it's going to be another busy one, and I will do a vlog for you tomorrow. But the final woof has to belong to the dog.
So this is what happens when you lay a blanket on the carpet to do some filming of some products, and the dog decides that it's her blanket, so she's going to lie down on it. Nice one, Deb.
Best laid plans.
Have fun moving her.
Where's her blanket, to be
I
fair?
know it's her blanket, to be fair, yeah. She's making sure you know it. You're not moving, are you, mate? That's your comfy blanket.
Give people a close up of the nose.
Boop. What's the matter? Can I wrap now? Can I finish wrapping? Can I finish wrapping? Can I? No, told you. Jess, can I finish wrapping? Can I finish wrapping? Can I? Can I finish wrapping? Can I? I want to finish wrapping. No. You don't want wrapping? No. Okay. Oh, well. Can I finish wrapping now? Can I finish wrapping? Come on now. Let's finish wrapping. What? What? I got work to do. I got stuff to do. Boop. 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 You missed then. You stuck your finger up her nose.
No, she doesn't like that.
Oh, what's the matter? Yeah, big softy, aren't you? You're big softy. Yeah, you what, big softy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you want a belly rub? I get the message. Yeah, I get the message. Yeah, I get the message. Done now.
No.
Can I be done now, please? Please? Can I get back to work? Can I? Thank you. You're not going to leave me alone, are you? No, you're not, are you? Oh, what a cutie. Yeah, what matter? Yeah. Hold on. Can't I just have a rest for a minute, please? Please? No? Okay. Is that what I'm here for, is it? Belly rub? Belly rub and stroke? Is that it? Is it? Hey, oh, yeah, it isn't it? Yeah, what you doing? Yeah, what matter? What matter? Yeah, what matter? Boop. Yeah. Right. Now we can get back to doing the wrapping, can't we? Yes, we can, can't we? Right, finished? Good. Let's go. What? What's up? What's up? What do you want? Boop. What do you want? No? You're a big soppy. Can I please get the wrapping done? Please? 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 Can I get the wrapping done now? Can I? Thank you. That's it. All done.
Yep, all done.